Hi guys, okay, slight change of scene in this video. This is my Hurstpier Point practice. Looking out onto Cockfield Road, Hurstpier Point High Street's out there. So yeah, a little bit of change of scene today. I've just finished my Friday shift and the schools break up and we're just about to begin the Christmas holidays. I had a lady in today called Maria and she actually gave me a very good idea, which was to show you guys a few exercises that you can do over Christmas to stop you seizing up. Christmas is that time of year where if you're normally a fit, healthy, kind of active, sort of outdoorsy person, and then you're faced with basically 3 or 4 days worth of kind of constant sitting around, then you more than likely will experience a little bit of back pain because you'll just basically seize up. Yeah, a little bit of science. Real-time MRI studies that have been done, well, some years ago now actually, demonstrated that within 30 minutes of sitting down, the spinal ligaments started to literally shorten and tighten. That's a process called creep. Ligaments join bones together. They are passive contractile structures as opposed to muscles, which are actually active contractile structures. Ligaments will just passively shorten and tighten without any command necessarily. So it's important to stay moving. Like I said, this time of year, we're going to be sitting around some more. So I want to show you 5 exercises that will take you roughly 2 minutes. They should be done once or twice a day over the Christmas period just to stop you seizing up. There'll be an exercise to keep the hips free, to keep the sacroiliac joints in the pelvis free, to keep the lower back, mid back and neck free. So basically working our way up from the hips through the pelvis and the entire spine over 5 exercises. So the first one I'm going to show you is how to stretch the hips out. Okay, so just lie on your back, cross your leg over the other knee, so you're effectively locking the right ankle in place with the left knee, and then pull across and hold that for approximately 30 to 60 seconds. 30 seconds should be fine, and then just repeat on the other side. To stretch the sacroiliac joints out. Okay, and then to stretch the sacroiliac joints out, whilst you're in this position and you've just stretched both hips, the stretch that I like to give people routinely for the pelvic joints is simply just to pull the knee up to the chest, hold that again for 30 seconds, repeat on the other side, and that just keeps the rotation and the mobility in the sacroiliac joints. So that's one stretch for the hips, one stretch for the SI joints. For the lower back, you would start off on your hands and knees with your limbs perpendicular to the ground, and then you would effectively sit on your heels and reach forward at the same time as best you can. That's known as the child pose, and that really stretches out the lower back. And again, just hold that for 30 seconds. After that, you can do a mid-back stretch, although this effectively keeps the entire spine mobile. It's called the cat-camel, or cat-cow, some people call it. So the idea is that you're putting head down, bum in, head up, bum out. And you're repeating that once per second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and try and knock out about 20 repetitions. After that, we just want to stretch out the neck because we've probably spent the last couple of days just staring at the TV and we're probably feeling a bit tight. So to stretch out the trapezius and the left side of the neck at the same time, actually, sorry, little tip, just sit on that left hand to lock the shoulder in place and then pull across, so it's pulling the right ear towards the right shoulder, hold it for 30 seconds, that's going to stretch the trapezius and it's going to open up the joints on the right side of the neck, and then obviously repeat left ear to left shoulder on the other side. So what have we done? We've done a hip stretch when you're lying on your back, then we've moved into the sacroiliac joints lying on your back, then we've gone into the child pose for the lower back, we've gone into cat-camel for the entire spine, focusing on mid-back, and then we've just finished with the one for the neck and upper traps. So that literally will take 2 to 3 minutes, and that's your entire spine stretched out. Spines tend to stiffen up more, like I said, when you're just not moving around. So first thing in the morning is a good idea, and then maybe towards the middle of the afternoon, if you've been kind of resting all afternoon on the couch, that's another good time to do it. So that's it. Happy Christmas, everyone. Thank you to Hurstpier Point for welcoming me back after my year's absence in Henfield. And also thank you, Dorking. This is my 20th year now that I've been practicing in Dorking. I'm currently into my 21st year as of a few days ago. So yeah, thank you for Dorking for 20 years worth of loyalty.
And thank you, Hurstpierpoint, for being so lovely and making me feel really welcome. All right, guys, happy Christmas.